Hi, I love to look at the night sky. A few years ago, my wife Leanne bought me this telescope, and it's amazing what you can see with it. It makes it possible to see things you could never see with your naked eye. At different times of the year, I've been able to see Venus and Saturn and Mars and Jupiter. They're planets in orbit around the sun, just as the Earth is in orbit. And so at some times of the year, they're closer to the Earth and easier to see in the sky than at others. Take Venus, for example. Venus is what you and I know as the evening star, and it's also the morning star. Every 584 days, Venus overtakes the Earth, and it goes from being the evening star that's visible after sunset to being the morning star that you can see before sunrise. All of the planets are that way, sometimes near to the Earth, sometimes far away. And you know, sometimes God seems that way. Sometimes God seems and feels so very close to us, but at other times He seems very, very distant. Sometimes when we pray to God, we feel as though God is right there in the room with us, sitting in the chair beside us, hearing our every word. At other times we pray though, and He seems nowhere to be found. But the key in all of that is seems and feels, because it's our perception of God that changes, not His presence or nearness. God is always near to us. Remember, God said, "Never will I leave you, never will I forsake you." Now, it's true, of course, that unconfessed sin in our lives can cause God to not answer our prayers for a time, and it can interrupt our fellowship with Him. King David said in Psalm 66:18, "If I had cherished sin in my heart, God would not have listened." But that has absolutely nothing to do with God's nearness to us. God is always near to us. David said in Psalm 139, he said, "Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, and if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me, and your right hand will hold me fast." God is always near to us. He's always with you. He'll never leave you. He'll never forsake you. And what's so wonderful about that passage in the Psalm that I just read is that if you have been born again, that is just as true of you as it was of David. God is always with you. God is always near to you. And I hope that God will fix that truth firmly in your mind so you will be encouraged. Now go out and have a wonderful day in the Lord.